Now here was the moment in the Queen City when the hometown fans heard the news. Safe to say they got the guy they wanted. General Manager Scott Fitterer said, "We got the guy that checks all the boxes, and it's the guy that WRAL's Pat Welter also thought was the best choice." And now Pat joins us from Bank of America Stadium, Pat, where it looks like the fans have now cleared out, but boy, they were celebrating early.
Casey, the fans were absolutely ecstatic, screaming for Bryce Young like he was a rock star. And it was eye-opening to get a look at the Panthers process after the pick came in. Scott Fitterer and Frank Reich were telling us about a meeting where Scott Fitterer asked the room and all the scouts, what's our conviction if we move up to number one? It was unanimous for Bryce Young, and ultimately, Frank Reich landed on the same conclusion.
The Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama.
The reviews are in.
Unbelievable. I've been waiting for so long. When the trade-up happened, I was taking a nap when the trade-up happened.
It's an amazing moment for me. It's an amazing moment for all Panthers fans.
The organization is just as thrilled.
All right, well, that was exciting, huh?
Bryce Young was the front office's guy all along.
When we met in February, there was just overwhelming conviction for him.
Young appealed to owner David Tepper's analytical approach, who cleared the trade up to one.
I thought this guy had the highest probability of winning Super Bowls. And I think for myself, and I don't want to speak for Frank, and I think he feels, and Scott, we feel the same way. Listen, you want to win Super Bowls.
And once Frank Reich was on board, all that was left was tonight's call.
There wasn't much convincing. You just watch the tape. There's a lot said about the size. At the end of the day, there's a lot of factors that go into it. But we're coaches, we're scouts. We watch the tape. And when you watch the tape, Bryce Young's the best player.
Now, David Tepper revealed to us tonight that the initial trade was to go to 2, but it fell through with the Texans. So then they got a value for number 1 with Chicago, and they felt like they had to do it then, because if they didn't, Casey, somebody else would.